Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I welcome all of you to His Holiness Chandramauli Swami daily class. And Maharaj will continue on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 6, verse 30. Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Jai, glories to Prabhupada. My most obeisances.
With your permission, Maharaj, I will like to share this screen.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you.
Please. Maru.
Over to you, Maharaj.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Tatascha Manavo Kale Ijare Rishayo Parem Pitaro Vibuddha Daityam Manusya Kratubir Vibhum. Translation: Thereafter, the Manus, the fathers of mankind, the great sages, the fourth fathers, the learned scholars, the Daityas, and mankind perform sacrifices meant to please the Supreme Lord. The Daityas are devotees of the demigods because they want to derive the greatest possible material facilities from them. Devotees of the Lord are called Eka Nishta, or absolutely attached to devotional service of the Lord. Therefore, they have no practically time to seek the benefits of material facilities because of their realization of their spiritual identity. They are more concerned with spiritual emancipation than with material comforts. Salakaya. Chakshun militam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Snapitam Yena Bhutale. Swayam Rupa Kadam Mayam Dadati Swam Padantikam Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale. Srimakte Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve. Gauravani Pachaline Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Pastyatya Resatarine Vanchakalpa Tarubhischa Pipa Sindhu Paebacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaho Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivasari Gaura Bhaktivindam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So there are different classifications of persons who worship the Lord in different ways. And there are those who don't worship the Lord. They are called karmis, or those who simply work hard for material gain. And they are the lowest of all types of living beings. And within the classification of karmis, there are different gradations all the way down to people who will eat anything, do anything, at any time, at any place. They have no culture, no manners, no etiquette, no proper behavior. They really pattern the life of animals. But the karmis, they want material happiness, so they work and try to squeeze out the material energy by getting some temporary pleasure, which ultimately doesn't satisfy them. So they are fools. Karmis are fools. They don't know anything, and they simply don't even know what their best interest is. And you have the Gyanis. They are tired with material energy. They have tried it. They're fed up with it. They see that there's no satisfaction or happiness in material energy. And so they want to disconnect themselves with material energy. So they perform various types of austerities, penances, chant different types of mantras, perform sacrifices. And their idea is to detach themselves from all material activities. They're called jnanis. So they want something. They want freedom from material suffering. Then you have higher than that is the yogis. The yogis, they perform mystic yoga and perform pranayama. They actually can change their forms and travel also. But their whole idea is that they want to manipulate and control the material energy. So they do that through their mystic powers. They have some facility to control the mystic powers, the material energy through mystic powers. So they have a desire to be powerful, to be in control. And they perform various austerities, and ultimately they may also worship the Lord in the form of the Paramatma feature of the Lord in the heart. But they still have material desires. The Gyanis have material desires. The Karmis are full of material desires. But here we have the Bhaktas or the Ekanishtas. They're one point with their fixed and devotional service. They have no time to waste or even to think about enjoying the material energy. They see the material energy as Krishna's part and parcel, Krishna's energy, so they don't try to enjoy it, nor do they try to renounce it. And whatever chance they get, they use it in the service of the Lord, so they're not affected by the material energy. And the devotees, they want to please the Lord by the activities they perform under the guidance of their teachers, the spiritual master. So they execute their service in the mood of trying to please the Lord and the spiritual master, which means by pleasing the spiritual master, one gets the mercy of the Lord. Yasya prasada bhagavat prasado, yasya prasadan nagatiko topi. One cannot go directly to the Lord, but one can go to the Lord through the mercy and guidance of the spiritual master. Devotees are free from any personal motivations. All the other categories of transcendentalists, we might call them, they still have some material desire. Although it may be very small, still that material desire keeps them in the material world. And ultimately, because they don't engage in worshiping the lotus feet of the Lord, they also fall down from their position as yogis and jnanis and also come back to the life of karmis. Maybe they come back in the mode of goodness, but they're still performing material activities, trying to find some happiness in that level of material existence. And they may open hospitals or do philanthropic work for people in general, open up various types of medicinal ways that people can cure themselves. In other words, they're trying to do some welfare work for people in general. But they're still within the range of material existence, and therefore they still have material desires, which causes them to take birth again and again. But devotees, they don't worry about all of these things. They see everyone else as simply wasting their time, because when the devotees serve the Lord, they get the mercy of the Lord. When they get the mercy of the Lord, they feel satisfied. And therefore they don't aspire for anything else, because they know the Lord is there. The Lord is their protector. The Lord is their maintainer. The Lord is their provider. and the Lord becomes everything to them. They have no separate existence, and they center all their activities around pleasing the Lord. So they're happy, and they're not, as it says here, they're not concerned with any. They don't seek any benefits from material facilities, and they're on the highest platforms. The karmis are fools. The gyanis are a little bit better, but still they don't understand the goal of life. The yogis simply want to be powerful and materially powerful, and the devotees just want to please the Lord by their devotional service. And even if the Lord doesn't reciprocate their service, they're still happy because they are connected with the Lord in devotional service. So that is the difference. Okay, go on to the next verse, and I'll read verse number 31. Narayanam Bhagavati Taridam Vishva Ahitam Grihatam Ayorgunam Sargadava Guna Swataha. All the material manifestations of the universes are therefore situated in his powerful material energies, which he accepts self-sufficiency, although he is eternally without affinity for the material modes. We'll read that again. All the material manifestations of the universes are therefore situated in his powerful material energies, which he accepts self-sufficiency, although he is eternally without affinity for the modes of material nature. Purport: the question put by Narada before Brahma concerning the substance of the material creation is thus answered. Material actions, reactions, as the material science can superficially observe, are not basically ultimate truth in regard to creation, maintenance, and destruction. The material energy is a potency of the Lord, which is displayed in time, accepting three qualities of goodness, passion, and ignorance in the forms of Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva. The material energy thus works under the supreme spell of his lordship, although he is always transcendental to all such material activities. A rich man constructs a big house by spending his energy in the shape of resources, and similarly, he destroys a big house by his resources. But the maintenance is always under his personal care. The Lord is the richest of the rich because he is always fully complete in six opulences. Therefore, he is not required to do anything, but everything in the material world is carried out by his wishes and direction. Therefore, the entire material manifestation is situated in Narayan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The impersonal conception of the absolute truth is due to lack of knowledge only. And this fact is clearly explained by Brahmaji, who is supposed to be the creator of the material affairs. Brahmaji is the highest authority in Vedic wisdom, and his assertion is in this connection is therefore the supreme information. Oh, yeah. Now we're hearing about the Lord. He creates the material world, he maintains it, and then when it's time, through his different energies, he destroys it. But he's never affected by the material world. As he appears into material world in his different forms, he never touches the material energy. He is always aloof from the material energy, yet he appears to be within the material energy. And for some people with short-sightedness, they think he is also under the influence of material energy, but he is not. And therefore, he remains always in this transcendental position, and the material energy goes on. He creates the material energy perfectly, and it works under his direction. Maya dakshena prakriti, suyate sacharacharam, hetunanena konteya, jagat vipar vipartante. He explains that in the Bhagavad Gita, nothing can happen without my sanction. I am the beginning, the middle, and end of everything. Everything is my energy. Rasya Shakti Vidhaya Suyate Svabhaviki Jnana Balakriya Cha. And all of those energies are completely under my control. And the energies are directed by the will of the Lord, and they act according to that will to carry out his desire in the different varieties of material arrangements. And though he appears to be so much connected with the operation of the material world, he never touches it. He stays in his pure transcendental position. Even when he comes to the material world in his different leelas, he never touches the material world. It appears that he does, but that is just simply appearance. As, how can we describe this? As the images in the sky appear to be in the sky, but never touching the sky at the same time. Planes fly in the sky, but they never touch the sky. Clouds are in the sky, but they never touch the sky. Birds fly in the sky, but they never touch the sky. The sky is so vast and it remains aloof from all the objects that appear within it. But at the same time, everything is happening. So therefore, although things are moving and it appears that the Lord is actually affected by or influenced by or under the control of the material energy, he never touches it. And anyone who thinks they do, then they are called, the Rikta Gyan, their intelligence has been destroyed. And so, therefore, here we find a little bit about how, using analogies, everything is working perfectly under the control of the Lord, but at the same time, he remains outside in his own spiritual abode, or even if he comes to this material world, he doesn't touch it, although he appears to. That's Krishna. Okay. And so he maintains it by his three energies, goodness, passion, and ignorance. He maintains it by goodness. He develops it by passion, and he destroys it by ignorance. So he manifests in the forms of Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva. Brahma for creation, Shiva for destruction, Vishnu for maintenance. So this is the Lord as a magician. He can connect with something and at the same time not connect with something. Mm-hmm. It's just like if you go into the embassy house of a particular country in your country, although you're still apparently in that country, you lose your connection with that country as soon as you go into the embassy house, because the embassy house is a place where one is free from that connection, simply because it clears one of that. What's the word? Clears one of this idea that I am connected to this. So for the Lord, nothing is there to bind him in any way. He remains transcendental in all situations. Go down the purport. And here, Brahma is asserting his Vedic wisdom, therefore giving the supreme information that. So, Vadanti tat tadvad vidyam tad jnanam avyayam brahmaiti paramatmeti bhagavaniti subjite. So what that means is that material world, the material energy the spiritual absolute truth is one, but it's divided into three sections. One in the sense that it's undivisible, but it has three levels of realization. So you can realize the absolute truth as the all-pervading Brahman. You can realize the absolute truth by the localized Paramatma, or you can realize the absolute truth by the supreme personality of Godhead, who is full in six opulences: wealth, strength, fame, beauty, knowledge, and renunciation. Okay, so we can stop there. And we talked about the living entity in the first verse, and then now we talked about the Lord in this verse.
Thank you, Maharaj, for this nectarian words. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. If you have any questions, comments, realization, request devotees to please raise your hand, or you can type in chat window. I can read on your behalf. Also, request devotee, humble request, if you can please switch on your video. Nice way to interact with Maharaj.
Okay, give it some time and see who comes. Feel free to ask questions that is beyond the subject matter that was discussed.
Yes, Rasulasni Mataji.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, glories to Prabhupada and my humble devotees. Maharaj, as Prabhupada was like, I was hearing like Prabhupada lecture in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.21. Prabhupada said that there are two parallel lines. One is a person should cultivate in Krishna consciousness, and another side, that he should try to give up the unwanted things. So, Maharaj, as we are talking about the living entities, so it's our duty to be responsible. And so, can you please explain it, Maharaj, like two parallel lines?
Explain what?
Two parallel lines. Prabhupada said two parallel lines. One parallel line that says person should cultivate in Krishna consciousness, one side, and another side he should try to give up the unwanted things. You can't continue both the things together.
Well, you can't cultivate them together, but you can practice these two together. As you're cultivating Krishna consciousness, you're meant to develop some detachment from material activities. One way to develop detachment from material activities is stop performing material activities and just perform devotional activities. Then you'll develop a detachment. Because material activities are ephemeral, they're based on the body. They have no substance. But spiritual activities is substance, because spirit is living and matter is dead. So everything in the material world is dead, but it's given life by the presence of spirit. Therefore, it looks like it's alive, but it's not. It's dead. So the spirit behind it is the living entities who give the matter life by their desires to enjoy. Stop trying to enjoy this material energy, and then you'll start to lose your attraction for it as you perform more and more devotional service. Emphasize one and de-emphasize the other one. Then you might say, well, what is material activities? Then you have to understand anything that is not related to Krishna is material activities. Anything that is related to Krishna is spiritual. You can also connect ordinary activities to Krishna, and then they become spiritual also. But then you have to know how to do that. And that's the art of bhakti. To use, as Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, manaso deho geho, yo kichu more arpilun tu alpide nandakishore. So he's talking about his material arrangements. He says, my home, my wealth, my family, my very body, it's yours. It belongs. So when we claim anything to be ours, then we think in terms of enjoying. When we see everything as being the property of the Lord, then we can take what we need to live in this world, but then we understand that The duty is to take what Krishna's property and try to use it in a way that is beneficial not only to you, but to Krishna. And that is devotional service. So just like people sing, and they sing in order to enjoy some type of song, but we sing to glorify the Lord. People cook, and they cook so they can eat and satisfy their own tongue. We cook so we can satisfy Krishna and take the remnants as mercy. So the material activities, or apparent material activities, are transformed through the process of dovetailing or connecting Krishna with the activity. That is bhakti. Anything that's not connected to Krishna is what we say material or cut off from the source.
Okay. So we should use our material activities for the pleasure of Krishna.
Yeah, everything.
Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Everything to use in the pleasure of Krishna. Because everything belongs to him anyway. That's a fact. If you take someone's property and use it for your own selfish interest, then you're known as a thief. And the thieves become punishable by the laws of nature. So in the same way, if we don't acknowledge Krishna as the proprietor and controller of everything, and we take it and try to enjoy it separately, we become implicated in a reaction which causes us to suffer.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Shridevi Mataji, please go ahead.
Thank Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Right in the beginning, Maharaj, you described the karmis, the jnanis, as well as the mystic yogis. So my question is about those karmis who are not surrendered to the Lord. That means they want to do their own thing. But at the same time, they'll come once in a while, they'll give a donation, they might do a little service. They're still interested in carrying on with their own agenda, but they have some favorable inclination. So would we call them karma yogis? That means they are beginning the process, but not fully in it? Or how will we describe such people who work hard, but just give some small little something of the fruits of their activities for Krishna?
Oh, karma yogis.
So
They
they are
know
just
they know there's some connection with the Lord, and the Lord has provided everything, but still their desire is to enjoy this material world. And so to acknowledge the Lord, they offer a little bit of the results of their activities to the Lord. And that's called karma yoga.
Mhm.
It's not bhakti.
But such people, can they slowly be drawn into bhakti simply by coming more and more in association of devotees and hearing the philosophy? That's how it all begins, sadhu sangha. So these karma yogis are potential bhakti yogis, correct?
Not necessarily. They won't necessarily become bhakti yogis,
Mhm.
unless they meet a spiritual master.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Then they
My
have a
humble
chance.
obeisance.
Then they have a chance.
Okay. All right, Guru Maharaj. Thank you very much.
Any other questions?
Thank you, Mataji. Maharaj, okay, yeah. Madhu Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Maharaj, regarding the yogis, if you can just explain what is the Brahman realization that they achieve and why do they still fall down? What is this realization in Brahman?
They realize that they're a spirit, and they realize that spirit is all pervading throughout the universe. And the spirit is the bodily rays of the Lord, which comes as the Brahmajyoti, and they have that level, and it's called Brahman realization, that everything is spiritual. But they don't engage in any devotional service. And because they don't, they lose that position of realization after a while. And the scriptures explain they fall down back into the mode of goodness in the material world and take up material activities again. Because they're in a good position to go to the higher levels, but because they don't have any regard for Krishna, the Supreme Lord, they don't perform. See, devotional service is the nature of the soul. And simply renouncing material activities and merging oneself into the bodily effulgence of the Lord through the process of austerity, penance, and various types of yogi, in other words, the Eightfold Mystic System, they don't get that taste. They don't get the higher taste. The only taste they get is freedom from material suffering. That's all. And so the verse says, Aruna Krishna padam padam padanti yada. And that means they fall down again. And the goal of life is to worship the Supreme Lord in devotion through the process of serving the Lord. That is the nature of the soul. The soul is by nature, as Krishna says, Mamai Vamsa Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana Mastastani Indriyani Prakriti Stani Karshati. He says all living entities in the material world are my parts and parcels. They belong to me. We belong to Krishna, not to this world or anything, any part of the material world. We belong to Krishna. That's our nature. We are spiritual. He is spiritual. We are tiny spiritual. We are called Jiva, which means limited, and he is Vivu. He is unlimited. But he is the source. Nityo Nityanam Chaitanas Chaitananam. He is the source of all other living entities. And all of the living entities are controlled and maintained by him, as he says. What does he say? What is that verse? In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10. He is the, Bhoktaram Yagyas Tapasam Sarvaloka Mahesharam Suhidam Sarvadehinam Shantamam Yantam Richati. That Krishna is the supreme manifestation of all of existence, both material and spiritual. All living entities are his parts and parcels. We are never separated from the Lord, never, even in our material existence. But because we live into this cloud of material attachments, we appear to be separated from the Lord. So how to get rid of that cloud is to take the energy of the Lord in the form of the different manifestations that make up the material energy and to use those manifestations in the service of the Lord. Use your intelligence to serve the Lord. Use your mind to serve the Lord. Use your resources to serve your Lord. Give your life in service to the Lord. And then, because everything centers around that, as Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, he says, Yoginam api sarvesham madgatendranatmanaham stradavam bhajate yomam te me yuktatamo mataham. Out of all yogis, he who abides me in great and transcendental faith is most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all. So the absolute truth contains three aspects: Brahman realization, Paramatma realization, and the ultimate and complete is the Bhagavan realization. So the yogis, the jnanis, the various types of mystics, they usually center their activities in getting something from the Lord through these lower forms of spiritual attainment. But the complete attainment comes by one surrenders to the law. As Krishna says, just give up all of your ideas on how you could be happy and how you could make progress in life and just surrender to me. I'll take care of you and also guide you through my representative. So the devotees are in a good position because they work directly under the care of the Lord, whereas the other spiritualists, they simply try to manipulate the Lord's energies. And therefore, many times they're controlled by the same energies they try to manipulate. So the absolute truth is one, but it's has three levels of realization. Yeah. I could read something if you'd like. Where is it? Yeah, just give me a minute and I'll be able to read something. Where am I here? Okay. I was just reading this morning, so it's interesting you asked this question. Let's see here. Well, let me see here. Okay, where am I? Okay. I'll give you a more clearer and more complete answer to your question. Now, this is from Chaitanya Charitamrita, and this is from Adi Leela, chapter 7, verse 134, I think it is. Let me see. Let's see, maybe it's 135. Or 133. Let's see, yeah, maybe 133. Or maybe before that. Let me see here. Okay, we're coming close here. Okay, here, it says here, Brahman, who is greater than the greatest, is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is full in six opulences, and therefore he is the reservoir of ultimate truth and absolute knowledge. Purport. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that the absolute truth is understood in three phases of realization: the impersonal Brahman, the localized Paramatma, and ultimately the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The impersonal Brahman and localized Paramatma are expansions of the potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is complete in six opulences, namely wealth, fame, strength, beauty, knowledge, and renunciation. Since he possesses his six opulence, the personality of Godhead is the ultimate truth in absolute knowledge. So these other stages are expansions of the personality of Godhead, and they're preliminary stages of spiritual realization, but they're incomplete. And because we are also person, we have to exchange relationships with a person. Therefore, the highest and most complete is to exchange loving relationships with the Lord as a person. And therefore, that is the process of bhakti. Gyan is limited, yoga is limited, but bhakti is complete because it captures all of the qualities of the living entity in relationship to the Supreme Lord. Okay. Was that helpful?
Definitely. Thank you for that clarification.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's from Shastra. You can read it also. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mataji. Amritana Mataji, please go ahead.
Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances of glories to Srila Prabhupada. So, Guru Maharaj, in chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita, we see that one who gives up all his sukha, dukkha, anger, attachment is said to be sthita prajna or unaffected. And often we have seen that this ineffectiveness is mentioned as like hard-heartedness for the devotees. So how do we explain the layman that this is not hard-heartedness? We care for the as devotees we should be we care for the entire spirit, I mean all the spirit souls, not just particular community or like that.
Well, to give up something lower for something higher is the process of bhakti. So sukha dukkha means the dualities of material energy, the material happiness and material distress, sukha dukkha. Mhm. So hard-heartedness is just a defect in the consciousness of anyone, whether it's a materialist or a spiritualist. One can be somewhat aloof from and detached from something, but that doesn't mean they're hard-hearted. Hard-heartedness means that they show little interest in giving that same knowledge to anyone, and they're only interested in their own spiritual development. But as devotees, we're not. We're interested in giving Krishna to others as we make progress in our own Krishna consciousness. So service is supposed to soften your heart, not make it hard. Austerities can make you hard-hearted. If you don't know the purpose of the austerities, or if you're performing austerities for the sake of austerities. But there are recommended austerities which lead to bhakti, and there are austerities that are based on material desires which may detach one from something material, but don't elevate the consciousness to the spiritual. In other words, fasting. Fasting is simply for cleansing the body and mind. But when it's used in Krishna consciousness, then when we fast, then we gain more energy for hearing, chanting, and serving. And we decrease the bodily activities. But those who fast in order to achieve some end result from fasting, that's material. See the difference?
So Guru Maharaj, when we take up some austerity, um, should we consult our spiritual master, because as you mentioned all austerities are not recommended?
Yes, austerities are the wealth of the Brahmin class. No illicit sex, no intoxication, no meat eating, and no gambling. That's their austerities. To speak truthfully and beneficially, avoiding speech that offends, quoting the scriptures regularly, that's austerity. Simplicity, celibacy, gravity, these are also austerities. But they lead to bhakti, or they help one on the platform of bhakti. But when they're done for some material purpose, then that can lead to hard-heartedness. I explain, people fast just to gain something material. The
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. That quite clarified.
Yeah, the politicians, they give up a lot of their comforts so they can tour around the nation and what they say, canvass for votes. And so they're performing an austerity, but at the same time, their desire is to get elected to the office. So that's material.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Okay.
Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Manish,
Manisha Mataji, please go ahead.
we should call you Manusha.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to
Mani-
Srila Prabhupada.
Manusha. You know the song Manusha Jannama Paya Radha Krishna Nabadiya Janiya Suniya Pishainu. So the first word is Manusha. So we'll give you a new name, Manusha.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Maharaj, my question is sometimes we expect so much from our devotees, and when those expectations are
There you go. You hit it. Soon as you have expectations, you have anxiety.
yes,
Give up the
Maharaj.
idea of expectations. Expectations lead to mental depression and anxiety, which can cause ill health to the body and the mind. Stop expecting.
Because when we have no expectations, then the things are going smooth, and our heart is filled with joy and gratitude. It's like that. So
Yeah, if you the only thing you should expect is Krishna's mercy. That's a bona fide expectation. But when you might say, well, a person is married, so the wife expects the husband to perform his duties to the family, and the husband expects the wife to do the same. The parents expect the children to follow. So we give expectations, but when you get attached to the results, then it causes anxiety. We have to learn to act without attachment.
okay, Maharaj. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hey, Bala.
Is-
Bala, I know you got a question.
Always, Maharaj. Always. I'm so useless. I'm only filled with questions, Maharaj.
Well, those who don't ask questions and don't know, they're useless. Those who don't ask questions, that means they know everything. And those who do ask questions, that means they want to clarify what they know. Or those who don't ask questions don't know what to ask. It says that if you listen to a talk and you don't get realizations about what's been said or questions, you weren't listening.
Great point, Maharaj. So yes, Maharaj, I do have a question. First of all, Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to you, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, and all glories to Vaishnavas everywhere. So Maharaj, I was thinking about the spiritual quality of things that sets it apart from material things. We are told, for example, I think Prahlad Maharaj talks about chewing the chewed. You do something in the material world and it's very good the first time. And then over time, you get sick of it. And this seems to be a universal quality of material things.
Right.
So one little taste I have of a spiritual thing is the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I do it 2 hours a day. And then on top of it, I listen to it a lot in form of song. And you don't tire of it. In fact, you relish it. You get some kind of energy from it. It's awesome. However, Maharaj, there are some mundane songs that are absolutely beautiful that have, before I became Krishna, or even now, I would say, that have stood the test of time. Something like Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin, or Like the Hindi songs by Lata Mangeshkar, there's one that says, Aapki nazron ne samjha, pyar ki kabal mujhe. It's basically saying, your eyes have taught me worthy of love, something like that. They seem to be transcendental a little bit. Is it because the person who created those songs was inspired?
No, they're not transcendental. They're just nice sense gratification. That's
Oh,
all. It's just a nice form of sense gratification.
I see. So therefore, they stand the test of time, like a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, but they after some time they lose their
Mhm.
hold on people, and then people look for something new.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so they're getting infatuated by the higher modes of material energy. But something that's transcendental is it never gets old, even though you repeat it over and over again. Yeah.
I see. I see. I see. I see. But for one of those songs, Maharaj, I just added Radha to it, and it became transcendental. That particular Hindi song you mentioned is about love, and I added Radha to the word, and it became a little bit transcendental.
Yeah, there's certain Bollywood songs that devotees adopted and changed it into Hare Krishna Maha Mantra melodies.
Beautiful. Good to know, Maharaj. Do not
Yeah.
get deluded.
I mean, some of those songs do have a message,
Mhm.
but the message is to detach you from Maya, that's all.
Very nice, Maharaj. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
Bala.
Prabhu.
Thank you.
I think I have seen this, Prabhu, like related to your question, because many devotee, I have seen that even they are like using these different songs, but they're completely having that Krishna conscious. Like they're devoting those songs completely for Krishna in that form that, like, I'm not like you are my only one, so I'm just singing. So I think Maharaj explains that.
You
Okay.
are
Thank
my
you.
only one until I get tired of you, and then I find someone who else is my own.
Yes, yes, it is. It is very funny, Maharaj, that when mundane songs will say, "I will love you forever," with no conception of what forever is. Forever, you won't even exist as you.
Forever means until the money runs out.
Exactly.
Okay, good. So I have one question, Maharaj, on the chat from Gauri Priya Mataji.
Okay.
Dear
Gauri.
Maharaj, her question is, Dear Maharaj, may I please ask for the guidance, if possible? The initiated devotee, after a period of time, sees the old material desire that got revealed and cannot avoid to break one of the principle and follow vows given during initiation. Is there somehow possibility to get on the path of bhakti even if the material desire for this time is very hard to not go after?
So the question is, even after initiation, one has some material desire. Does that disqualify one from the path of bhakti? Is that what it means?
I'm
Gauri,
confused with one line, like
Yeah.
where she, Mataji, maybe if you can explain, that will be better.
Yes. Hare Krishna Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances. If the devotee is already breaking the vow, yeah, and follows after this material desire, and cannot not go after it. So, is there possibility somehow, like, what to do to go
well,
back to the path, so to
yeah,
say?
they say if you fall down, that's third class. But if you get back up, that's first class. So bhakti is always there. Even if you fall after you make a vow, all right, so you learn your mistake, you avoid the mistake, and then you get back and perform devotional service properly. So it's not that once you fall, you are, you are fallen, you stay fallen. No, you can get back up. But the idea is not to keep doing it. If the material desire is strong, then one has to somehow or other avoid that atmosphere which causes that material desire to want to be executed. In other words, if it's about another person or it's about a certain situation, then you avoid that. And that way, you're not so much affected by it. The power of your bhakti, particularly your chanting and your association with devotees, can overcome any difficulty and break the stronghold or break the effect that Maya has upon you. So never become discouraged for fall down, but at the same time, try to avoid that in the future and get back up and just perform your devotional service again. And it's like it never happened. One is not condemned for falling down. Sometimes they say a person makes a sinful act and they're condemned. No, not in bhakti. Bhakti can overcome any activity provided one doesn't do it again. And then one simply picks themselves up and begins the process again. Does that refer to your question?
Yeah. It's just like only to avoid the person is not that easy. That's the problem. That to avoid the person is
Well, you need to
the material desire. It cannot be.
The idea is to take association with devotees who are fixed in Krishna consciousness, because the association with devotees will give you strength and help you avoid falling down again to that situation. So if we try to do it on our own, we'll still be subjected to our weaknesses. But that's why we say sadhusanga. Sadhusanga is the most important thing, association with devotees. And what do we do in association with devotees? We chant, we discuss philosophy, we take prasadam, we worship the deity, we talk about Krishna, we perform kirtan. All of these things are part of devotee association. Don't become discouraged. But if you can avoid the atmosphere that brought one to falling down, that would be the best thing. If you can't avoid it, then try to create a spiritual arena of devotees where you can get the strength to withstand the temptation again. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we chant for...
Okay. Well, I just had one question, maybe if it's okay with you.
Okay.
So, as you mentioned, there are multiple desires, like one for material purpose, second for devotional purpose. But if any devotee have a strong desire to do certain devotional services as per their taste, but they can't do because of some physical inability, how to take this?
Well, they can always they can do some service. I can't say because they can't do their particular service because of physical disability. That doesn't mean they can't become Krishna conscious. They can do any service. If they can't do any service, they can chant. Devotional service is not dependent on material situations, because devotional service is above material situations. But if one feels materially limited, then maybe certain service, just like if a person is in a wheelchair and they can't walk properly, they may not be able to, take part in dancing, but they can always chant. They can always read. They can always take prasadam. They can always go to the temple. There's one devotee I see in Mayapur all the time. He's in the wheelchair for life. I see him all the time. And the guy is always happy. He's always happy. I always come up to him and, we connect with each other for a little while. But he's always happy because he's always around devotees. He's in the temple. He's around the spiritual energy all the time. He may not be able to do much in terms of physical, but it doesn't mean that limits his happiness in Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is beyond the body, it's beyond the mind. Goes directly into the soul.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Can I just take 1 minute of your time?
Yeah, go
Hare
ahead.
Krishna. Yeah. Thank you, Maharaj. Satyanarayana Prabhu is doing well. He's in rehabilitation, both doing physiotherapy and that. But I want to have one clarification, Maharaj. I haven't come to this situation before. That he's in the hospital and we get sattvic food and everything, but we can't bring anything from the hospital from outside, even no prasadam from temple. So we have to have that. So prasadam time, we are chanting Hare Krishna and all that. Because we should be having prasadam offered to Krishna. Now this we don't know it's offered to Krishna or no. That is bugging me. What reaction we get?
Just sneak some prasadam in and mix it in with his other food. That's all.
March, there's a strict security outside, and they check your bags and everything. Nothing has to bring it.
Well, women have blessed places they can hide things. Don't worry.
No, March, actually, Ananta was here. He could hide prasadam, but I cannot. Ladies are more checking, security ladies are checking your bag complete. I cannot do it.
Where there's a will, there's a way. If you think about it, you can do it.
Okay. March, with your blessing, hopefully I can get some right chat. But
yeah, sneak some in. Sneak some in. You can then and just mix it in with his regular food. And they won't even be able to tell the difference. That's all.
No, that's not. If I enter the hospital, then there's no problem. But they don't let you enter the hospital.
Yeah, but don't worry about it. Sneak it in.
Even I lie sometimes that there's no food in it, substance, but then they check it out.
Lying for a good purpose is not lying.
Okay, thank you, Maharaj. I'll try. Let Krishna, whatever Krishna's plans are for.
Best thing is to take him out of the hospital and put him in a care center where you can give him prasadam. These hospitals are so limited.
Yeah. Oh, we tried to do that.
I would never go to the hospital, no matter how bad I was. I would never go to the hospital. Hospitals are a place, it's your last step before you die. Hospitals are meant to just be the exit of everybody dies in a hospital because the atmosphere is so rotten. Everything's so contaminated. Doctors have more things than they can do. And the people around you are miserable. And then you're also miserable. Stay around devotees. Take them out of the hospital.
Devotees are coming to see him and all that. We are having that all the time for calls.
Make him happy. You can make him happy. Take him out of the hospital and put him in a care center where you can come and go and do whatever you like. The care centers are more free like that.
but I have to come to at least twice a day for his what's called physio and that, and it's a bit of
If
difficult
you
for
keep,
him to get
I
back.
mean,
Yeah,
yeah, you have
anyway,
so many problems. Yeah, all right. I'm just giving you some advice. You can
yeah. Thank you
decide
very
what
much for
you
your.
can decide what to do. But you would never get me into a hospital. I don't care how bad I am.
Thank
I
you
hate
much. Oh,
hospitals are just, places to leave your body. I've seen so many devotees who could have made it better without going into the hospital. When Prabhupada was in the hospital, he said, "Get me out of this place."
That's much of it.
Devotees came into the hospital and put Prabhupada in a wheelchair and started wheeling him down the corridors. And the nurses were chasing after Prabhupada and saying, "You're going to kill him." Prabhupada said, "Just keep going. Get me out of this place."
So we're hoping we'll get out quickly. But next week I put
I mean, if you got a broken leg or something, they can fix that, or if there's some operation, yeah. But just to go there and stick you on 25,000 tubes and then turn on machines, oh my God, it's like something from the lower planets.
yeah. Yeah, no, at the moment he's free of
Hellish.
everything. But,
Hellish.
yeah, just getting his muscles stronger. Oh,
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
thank you.
Anyway,
Thank you.
we
It's John.
pray for him. We pray for him.
Thank you. Thank you.
Suma Mataji, I see your hands raised.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, please
Haribol.
go ahead.
Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances unto you. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to all the Vaishnavas assembled here. Guru Maharaj, I have a question. Like last Friday, I went to one satsanga that was new to me. Like I used to go to other Bhakti Vriksha, but I visited friend's home for Jagannath's first anniversary. So I heard there Hare Krishna Mahamantra in a different tune. Like, is there any tune that we need to follow while chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, or any tune we can do? Like,
Yeah, I mean, there's a large variety of tunes, but there are certain tunes that are not recommended. But I mean, there's so many, there's thousands of melodies. So I think what you heard was okay.
it was like Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare
No, that if you change
Rama
the
Rama Hare Hare.
no, if you change the words around, then it's not Mahamantra. That's cheating. That we can't tolerate. It's Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. When you say melody, you mean tune. But if you change the words around, then it's not Mahamantra anymore.
Like they split the Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. In this Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare.
That's not the Mahamantra.
I think what Mataji is saying, Maharaj, what I understood, sorry to interrupt, that they are still singing same Mahamantra, but they are breaking or stopping at the different place. Rather than stopping at Hare Krishna, they are singing Hare Krishna Hare and then Krishna Krishna Hare, something like that. Is that correct, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Like even I'm confused. I couldn't
Yeah.
follow them
So
after
they are
singing
stopping at
11
different
times
place.
also.
Yeah.
I couldn't follow them. So I was like, I'm doing in my heart like Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. I know only one way of doing it. So I did that only in my heart, but I couldn't follow them. So I thought like at least somebody can answer that. Can I like is there any specific tune or specific thing that we need to follow, or that could be anything? since you are
I just explained to you, it's not the Maha Mantra. If you break it
okay.
like that, it's not the Maha Mantra. Don't speculate. Even though it sounds nice, it does. It's, I mean, there's so many people who can make things sound nice, but the mantra is the way it is. You can't change it around.
Oh, okay.
Now, if you chant the way that the acharyas give, Lord Chaitanya gives, then you're chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah. So come back to Vrindavan Nas Friday night program, because that's the one that you should go to. You been to his program?
No.
No. Where you live in London?
No, I'm with Srimati Mataji in Texas.
Oh, in Texas. All right. We'll go to the temple.
Huh.
Or
And I'm going to Srimati Mataji's Bhakti Riksha only, where she goes. Same Bhakti Riksha we are also going.
Okay.
But I was invited to one of our other devotees in home. They have a program, so I visited this week for Jagannath Deity's anniversary, first anniversary.
Yeah, but you can't chant like that. It's not bona fide.
Yeah, I understand, Maharaj. Thank you so much, Maharaj.
This is the age of change. But there's no need to change the essence. Change your consciousness, not change the mantra.
Okay.
Thank you, Mataji. Maharaj, can we take one more question from Trapti Mataji?
Yeah.
Trapti Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Gurudev. My humble obeisances to you, Maharaj. My all glories to Srila Prabhupada and all glories to all the assembled devotees. Just, it's not a question or the comment. It's just when you mentioned about going to Friday satsang to Vrindavan Nath Prabhu. So I couldn't help myself to but say this, that yes, we go there, we chant, we enjoy so much. And we talked about that you were present last year because Vrindavan Nath Prabhu and Ananda Mataji had a Jagannath Chappan Bhog festival at their house this Friday. And we had an amazing time. And they said that you were here last year on this festival. And they said that we're missing Guru Maharaj. So I thought I'll bring that to here, that we really enjoy the Sangha. And we enjoyed praying Lord Jagannath. Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, we want Vrindavan not to dance again. So when he dances, it takes the joy up to another level.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Ram He Krishna Hari Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram He Krishna Hari Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Ram He Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari Krishna Hari Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram He Krishna Hari Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram He Krishna Hari Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Ram He Krishna Hari Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram He Krishna Hari Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram He Krishna Hari Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram He Krishna Hari Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram He Krishna Hari Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram He Krishna Hari Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Oh Gauranga Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Ram He Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Ram He Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Hare Rama Ram He Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Hare Rama Ram He Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Hare Rama Ram He Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Ram He Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hari Hari Hare Rama Ram He Krishna Hare Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Ram He Krishna Hare Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Ram He Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Ram Hare Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Ram Hare Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Ram Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Lordy Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hari 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 Hare Rama Hare Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hari 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 Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hari 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 Ram, Ram Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna. Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, that's nice. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Garland. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare 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 Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare. I gotta finish that. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, whoa, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna. Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare.